So hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about the possible ways to create the JavaScript objects. So, so coming to the this as I've written over here, these are all the possible ways to create the objects in JavaScript. So the first one is the object constructor. It's not so popular one, and I think so. It's not recommended anymore. So, but we should have knowledge what it is. So let object equals to new object, and this is used to create an empty object. So and as you can see, this is an empty object. Let me so okay. And so coming to the second method, which is object create method. So let object to equal to object or create. So this is the method which is invoked to create an empty object, but any initial parameter should be passed like this or this. So it is used to create the empty object. But if you are trying to suppose if you are trying to create a new object with also entering the key and values like name to Jerry. Okay, but it Jerry. So oh, sorry, this is the object two, and see, as you can see, the object 2 is also empty. It is initiated empty because we just have to pass something in this. We cannot leave it empty. So on leaving it empty, you can see the error. At least one argument is required, but only 0 passed. So initially you have to pass any is not an object or null. So you have to pass an object like this or like this, then only it would take. Okay, so third one, let's come to the third method is very popular, means it's already all are using it. It's a literal syntax, object literal syntax, where you initialize the object with the parentheses, and okay, remove this. Let's remove this object 3, object 3, yes. And also you can create an name, create an object with this method, last name free, and as you can see, the name and last name is in logged out. So yes, and it is only used for the single initialization, since you can only create a single object. And this is a function constructor, and this works with whenever you are with the keyword function. Let's say suppose you and pass the parameter, sorry, pass the name, car name, log, okay, sorry, uh, let's say fonts Ford equal to so by create whenever you want to create an object, the function constructor, you have to type this new keyword, new key cars, and pass the option this parameter. So this what this would do is assign the assign this parameter to this key name, and which would in turn act as a key value. This part will be a key, and this will be value of an object. So let's see how it goes. This is the Ford, and yes, as you can see, there is a car name and Ford. Okay, and simply we can enter multiple brands like Ferrari and Mercedes. Okay, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Mercedes. So yes, and this is let's log out the value. This is a Ford, Mercedes, Ferrari, Ford, Mercedes, sorry, Ferrari, and let's say yes, as you can see. So this function constructor is helpful whenever you are trying to create an multiple object with the same values, key and value, same keys. Suppose this is very tidy way of initializing an object for multiple objects, and comparing to this approach, it would be like typing all, like it would be like example for car name for, and this would be outputting the same, but it would be very lengthy in terms of whenever you have more keys and values. Okay, so this was just an example. So coming to the fifth type, function constructor with the prototype. So you can also create a function, let's say function, oh sorry, function person, and you have initialize an empty and person dot prototype dot, let's say name is Ronaldo. Okay, we have to log this. Let's say we are assigning it to let p1 equals to, and we are outputting the value p1 and p1, and that's it. As you can see, the p1 is outputting the Ronaldo. That is very okay. Sorry. Okay, my mistake. My mistake. So it is initialize. So there is an empty object, but inside the prototype, you can see there is a property name and Ronaldo. Its value is name and Ronaldo. So this is very optional. Means it is used for some kind of whenever you are trying to create a method for an object, like getting the name, full name, or getting some. Means it's depend. So it is fixed inside the prototype. So coming to class syntax, here's 6 class syntax, and let's say class artist, constructor, last name, and this first name, let's say um, we are assigning this parameter, last name, okay, and as you are invoking the object with the function constructor, same way you can invoke the class syntax. Let's say new artist. So Taylor first name and last name is a Swift. Okay, let's log it out. A1, and as you can see, first name Taylor, last name Swift. Okay, so what happened here is whenever you are passing the syntax, it's just like it is just looking like a function constructor invocation, but whenever in terms of class, whenever inside this there is a constructor method inside which takes the parameter of that class. Means it is like the class is the whole function, and this constructor decides what are that has to be passed inside the class. Yes, and there is a singleton pattern. So the coming to last one, singleton pattern. This singleton pattern is used for one-time invocation. So let's say let rocket goes to function. Okay, return this dot name equal to space x. Okay, logging out the rocket. Okay, this is strange. Return. Let's try to return an object name space x. Okay, came with a new keyword and this. So yes, that's all, and these are all the possible ways to create a JavaScript. But literally, mostly object literal syntax, function constructor is most popular when using, and this class is class syntax. So it does not depend. It depend on the situation whenever you are trying to achieve something. So which method you are going to use. So these are all the possible ways. Yes, that's it.